Okay, let me just get some people back. Are you kidding me? 113. Good, 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 good. Good, 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 good. I'm happy. Oh my gosh, excuse me, guys. I'm sorry. It's back up. Mm-hmm. We're back. I had to start a new live stream. I couldn't get it to work to save the life of me. So we are back. Okay, so I'm sorry about that, guys. It just crashed, and when I went to try to fix it, the screen turned black, and I could not see what the fuck happened. It wouldn't let me do it, so I just had to completely make a new stream. So I'm sorry about that, guys. I've been trying to fix this damn thing for fucking a while. So yeah, where was I? I was talking about the Kelpie. So yeah, I was saying that the girl, she touched it, its skin became adhesive, and the grandma came out, shot the lady who was a Kelpie and the horse, and they turned into like sea jelly. And the girl's like, "Hey, what happened to my like? Is this what and the girl's like, "What were those?" And the grandma's like, "Those were Kelpies. That's how your dad appeared." So allegedly in the story, the Kelpie dragged the girl and killed her. So nasty stuff. All right, we got three more left, and we can finish this. All right, so now, fucking hell, I just hit my foot. Hey, Ren. So I've got two more, and then we're good to go. Actually, three more, I mean. So we're going to be talking about a changeling. And this is a changeling. Isn't he cute? It looks like Gollum, and I don't know, it looks like when Yoda had a baby. But stay. There we go. I just literally have this thing's God damn it. Much better. Jesus. Okay, so let me see. So the changeling is a creature found in folklore throughout Europe. A changeling was believed to be a fairy child that had been left in place of a human child stolen by the fairies. The theme of the swapped child is common in medieval literature and modernly reflects concern over infants thought to be afflicted with unexplained diseases, disorders, or developmental abilities. So, a changeling is typically identifiable via a number of traits. In Irish legend, a fairy child may appear sickly and won't grow in size, like a normal child, and may have notable physical characteristics such as a beard or long teeth. They may also display intelligence far beyond their apparent years, as well as possess uncanny insight. A common way that a changeling could identify itself is through displaying unusual behavior when it thinks it's alone, jumping about, dancing, playing an instrument, which I guess you could honestly probably hear. Though this last example is only found within Irish and Scottish legends. A human child might be taken due to many factors to act as a servant, the love of a human child, or malice. Most often, it was thought that fairies exchanged the children. In rare cases, the very elderly of the fairy people would be exchanged in the place of a human baby, so that the old fairy could live in comfort, being coddled by its human parents. Simple charms such as an inverted coat or open scissors left where the child sleeps were thought to ward them off. Other measures included constant watch over the child. So, pretty much a way to get your kid back. There were a lot of ways to get your kid back. So, what people did, they cooked an egg, like they cracked it open, cooked the egg inside the shell still, and the changeling would sit up and say, "I have seen the acorn before the oak, but never the likes of this." And then the changeling would disappear and be replaced by the baby who was stolen by them. So yeah, changelings, they're just pretty much just they just replace the babies. Fairies steal the babies and then replace them with this creature. Ooh, Ooh, this one. I like this one. I don't know much about it, but I do like it. She's so goth and so she's pretty. Her name is the Slulach. The Slaw. No, the Slaw. The Slulach. I'm sure I'll pronounce it right one of these times. So, in the Irish and Scottish folklore, the Slua, excuse me. Oh, I want to see that when I'm done. I'll take a look at that. Um, they are the spirits of the restless dead. So pretty much zombies, but ghosts. Sometimes they are seen as sinners, or it is lust from Full Metal Alchemist. Bro. Dear God, it is. Um, sometimes they were seen as sinners or generally evil people, who were welcome in neither heaven nor hell, in the other world, who had been rejected by the Celtic deities and by Earth itself. Whichever the underlying belief, they are almost always depicted as a troublesome and destructive. They were seen to fly in groups like a flock of birds coming from the west, and were known to try to enter the house of a dying person in an effort to carry the soul away with them. West-facing windows were sometimes kept closed to keep them out. Some considered the Slua to carry with them the souls of innocent people who were kidnapped by these destructive spirits. Lewis Spence writes the magic arts of Celtic Britain, in the Western Isles of Scotland, or the Slua or fairy host was regarded as composed of the souls of the dead flying through the air, and the feast of the dead at Halloween was likewise the festival of the fairies. So these were just ladies who, like spirits of people who flew into the window and stole souls from people. So that's nice. Now we're on the last creature, and this one just seems so bizarre. It is called the Fardarig. It looks like a leprechaun and a mole. I like it. The Fardarig. The Fardarig or Feardarig is a fairy of Irish mythology. The name Fardarig is an Anglophone pronunciation of the Irish word Feardirg, meaning red man. As the Fardarig said to wear a red coat and a red cap. They were often sometimes known as rat boys, as they are said to be rather fat, have dark, hairy skin, long snouts, and skinny tails. According to fairy and folk tales of the Irish peasantry, the Fardarig is classified as a solitary fairy along with the leprechaun and the clurichaun, all of whom are most sluttish, slouching, jeering, mischievous phantoms. So this guy's a slut. Damn, you get some, Fardarig. The Fardarig is particularly described as the one who busies himself with practical joking, especially with gruesome joking. One example of this is replacing babies with changelings. So this is the guy who steals your babies. They're said to have a somewhat connection. They're said to have some connection to nightmares. So these guys cause nightmares and stuff. So the Fardarig he's just a rat man who steals babies and is a slut. That's a role model right there. Not the baby stealing part, but this guy's, if you look past the baby stealing, he's not a bad guy. Like, he's really not a bad guy. But yeah, there's a lot of like little leprechaun variations, and I love it. It adds like a lot of, so there's a lot of different small fairies in Irish culture other than the leprechaun. So that's pretty much it. Thank you guys for coming out today. If you like this video, be sure to like it. If you dislike it, you can dislike it, but I'm pretty sure the Fardarig is going to come and kidnap your baby, I heard, if you dislike this video. So I heard liking the video is the only way to keep the Fardarig away. Also, guys, comment below if you have any suggestions for streams for me in the future. Have a safe St. Patrick's Day, guys. If you go out drinking with your friends, use common sense, guys. Take an Uber or a cab home, or have a sober friend drive you. I don't want you guys getting hurt. I don't want you guys anything bad happening to you on St. Patrick's Day. So please be safe if you go out drinking, like always. And with that being said, guys, I hope you have a great, safe weekend as well. If you're not subscribed to this channel, be sure to hit that subscribe button, become a member of the Crypto Crew today. And yeah, thank you guys for watching CryptoCast. I've been your host, Parker. Have a great, safe night and a very happy